Hey, beer buddies.
Why do 99% of beer lovers follow Shagdog and Jammer? Because they're hoptastic. Today, our dynamic duo dives into brewtastic madness. Will they sip, savor, and salute? Or will they spit, sputter, and say, what the hops just happened? Join us for a frothy frenzy of flavors, fizz, and fun. Buckle up, beer buddies. This review is going to be ale-mazing. Cheers to the unexpected.
Hey, welcome to Destihl Brewery. I'm Jammer. And don't you feel like we're just right there in the twilight zone? Oh, I do. So, this is crap. Look at that. I turned around. Why is that doing that? All right. I got Destihl Brewery Deadhead IPA, West Coast style beer here. Got 60 IBUs at 7% ABV. I poured it crappy, but that's okay. It's 2 a.m. and the fear is gone. Anyway. Let's turn that down. It's getting too much. Alright, so a lot of things happening. I can't ignore it. Before I get started, Shagdog was on there today talking about some conspiracy theories and everything that was going on with Trump being shot at and poor spectators getting hurt and killed. Yeah, it's not... I mean, this is stupid. People out there doing these stupid things. But then again, people out there calling people Nazi, you're prejudiced, you're racist, all these different things. People just attacking people with no regard whatsoever. What do you expect? People are going to get fed up and actually start believing the rhetoric and go out there. Let me tell you right now, if you call anybody Hitler, like Trump or whoever, if you call them Hitler, there's no comparison. Hitler was much worse than any of these people could be. And he wasn't as bad as Mao or Stalin and all them people, I mean, you go down the list, there's a lot of people bad out there, much worse, but everybody goes for Hitler because I guess it's the most popular one. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. It's crazy, the stuff that's been going on in the news, but all right, this looks very hazy, yellow, golden color, nice, frothy, good looking pillowy head there. Really looks inviting. Let me give it a that's not bad. That's it says right here, like the bold colors and patterns of a tie-dye shirt, this West Coast style bursting with psychedelic hoppiness, fruity aromas, and balanced bitterness from Citra, Mosaic, Chinook hops with a vintage malt backdrop. Cheers. See, I knew. I was about to say Citra, and sure enough, there's Citra in it. It's crazy like that. Sometimes you can pick it up, sometimes you don't. Anyway, nice piney undertone. Got like juicy orange, a little grapefruit. Nice floral hoppiness. I mean, maybe like a little tropical mango mingling in there. Making my mouth water, though, I can tell you that much. So here, cheers. Feels like being cloned, like they've done Biden, right? Deadhead. We could have had a deadhead on Saturday. We got a deadhead in the office. A deadhead wanted to, or a possible could have been a possible deadhead on Saturday that was running for office, but instead it's the shooter is a deadhead. And the poor spectator. Man. Shagdog was going through some. Well, let me get first. First, let me do the beer review. And then I'll get right into it. Okay. Here I go. Taste it again. Mm. Mm. Nice citrus explosion there. Nice and watery. Nice bitterness. I like that bitterness. The Chinook, the Citra, all blending well together. All right, and it's just, what is this? What the hell? And I try to get stuff, and what happens? There's got to be some winds of change blowing, buddy. All right, back to the beer review. So hey, like I said, support flavor, boycott blend. This is normal Illinois, but very juicy in my opinion. You make my mouth water. I got a nice mango-ish flavor. Well, it's super sweet mango, but a nice getting into the sweetness from the green into the citrus. Not getting into the from a going to green to becoming riper type of mango flavor. Nice earthy, piney undertone. Pretty good actually. Pretty good. I have to tell you, it's citrus hops. Nice blend of hops in general. I would say that this beer right here pretty easy to drink for an IPA. Pretty enjoyable. Kind of nice. Man. Yeah, the Citra, Mosaic, and Chinook hops are kind of nicely blended together there. That Citra is really a nice hop, I tell you. I like the flavor of that. %7 alcohol, you don't even notice it. Easy to drink. What does this get on the BA? I have no clue. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too enthused by the BA anymore. It gets a 91, 6.9. They're saying, but it says 7 right here. I don't know if they rounded up because they're allowed to round up sometimes. So they probably did round up. But 91 is considered an American IPA. So there you go. I'm going to give it a grade here in a second, but I'm going to taste it one more time. Yeah. Damn, I would give this an A. I like it. I give it an A minus and a swallow and a quarter. Very enjoyable, very easy to drink. You get a chance, try the Deadhead if you haven't already. Do that. All right. And if you have any questions, leave it down below. Drop us a line. Let us know what you think of it if you had it. If you haven't had it and are interested in learning a little more or just had a question about it, give us a holler. We'll try to respond. Anyway, let's get back to what I was saying earlier. From this point on, the review is over. So let's go ahead and get into what Shagdog was saying here. Shagdog was going on about different conspiracy theories and so forth and everything. About them trying to kill Trump. Maybe they're not trying to kill him. Maybe Trump did it himself. That kind of crap like that. Personally, the only way I would say that you could do that is to say, I'm not going to shoot anywhere near you. I'm just going to shoot away from you. Stay where you're at. And I'm going to shoot into the crowd and hit somebody. And meanwhile, you take that packet of fake blood and squeeze it and put your hand on your ear and make it look like you know. I mean, now that I could buy, but if you're saying, oh, you can hit my ear, I'm not going to trust anybody to come that close and not hit me. And I mean, kill me. So I doubt that he would do it that. But what gets me is Shagdog was saying that these conspiracy theories, but when I was watching it live as it was unfolding and everything like that, I'm going to tell you, ABC News interviewed at least 4 people during the time I was watching. And each one of them said there were 2 shooters. And they weren't talking about... Golly. What the heck? You know... All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Anyway, ABC News interviewed at least 4 people, and those 4 people all said there was 2 shooters, and they weren't talking about the snipers on the Secret Service side or whatever like that. They were talking about 2 shooters. One, and I'm wanting to say 2, but I know for sure that one said there was a shooter on the water tower, which was back behind the stage. Here's the stage, and the water tower was over here behind it. And the other building was was over there. Water tower right there, and the other building where the other guy was shot right over there. Water tower further away. Man. And they went and they continued and said there was a crane holding up the flag. The crane hydraulic hose was hit and was spewing out hydraulic fluid. Well, the train was behind Trump with the flag way above the crowd there, and Trump there, the flag behind him, above the bleacher crowd there. So the angles don't add up to me. I mean, it's like you got the angle of the shooter over here shooting towards Trump, but it hits somebody way up here in the bleachers. And maybe I'm not seeing, like right here, I'm not seeing just how tall the building was in comparison to the bleachers, Maybe the bleachers are way up here, the building's up here, and he's shooting at Trump. Okay, all right. Well, Trump has to be standing, so if you're shooting at Trump, and the building's right here, and you're shooting at Trump, which is right here, you want to make sure you come at that angle. But it seems like it was further up in the bleachers that they hit the person. I don't know. I just feel bad that the spectators, one, getting killed. You're doing your thing. You're just going out to support your candidate, and you end up getting killed. And then two other injured, And then Trump, man, if he doesn't already feel like they're trying to kill him, get rid of him, he has to now, right? I mean, if he didn't feel it before, he has to feel it now. It is ridiculous. I mean, seriously. But then again, the crazy thing about it, you kill somebody, they're going to become a martyr. They're going to become a rallying war cry. So that's the reason they never killed Obama or Clinton or Biden so far, because nobody wants them to become a martyr. Nobody wants them to be, what you call it. And, I don't agree with the politics, but I don't agree with killing them. I mean, well, let me say this as tactfully and respectfully. I can understand the desperation that people might feel, and I can understand where they might think that the change isn't coming fast enough, and I can understand that they might want to go out there and try to do something, but I don't condone it. I don't think it's right. I don't think you should go out there and try to kill your way into being able to clear it, But let me just say what history would have done. In history, if that person wasn't living up to their expectations, if that person wasn't doing what they were voted in or elected to do so, or let's face it, there was kings and queens that were beheaded and killed, not tortured, but basically just ripped to shreds by the people because they were cruel, mean, and hateful to the people. And so what happens? People got fed up and they went and killed them. I guess what I'm saying is that in history, when you didn't if you had a leader that wasn't doing what they promised to do, or if they were mean and cruel to people in general, they didn't last very long most of the time, because the people usually rose up and basically destroyed them, basically took them and killed them. But the people were easily swayed and the people were easily manipulated, unfortunately. So some of that might have been manipulated back in history even. Trump, I know he's hated by a lot of people. I don't particularly care for him, but I do like the fact that he's more for America. Now, granted, his tax cuts didn't help. Only helped the rich and for businesses. It only helped businesses. It hasn't helped any middle class person at all, or poor person for that matter, the tax cuts. It's made the rich get richer and made the businesses be able to get away with not paying taxes. And they didn't put the money back into. See, they always claim that the money is going to go back into the people. Oh, the trickle down effect, like Reaganomics and all that stuff. But it didn't work. It doesn't work. Because those people that you did the tax cuts for and the businesses that you did the tax cuts for are freaking greedy. All they do is turn around and give the CEOs a bigger amount of money. bonuses and stuff like that. There's a consulting group called McKinsey, I think it is, and they are one of the ones responsible for the fact that pay was changing. Because after World War II, they did a study to where they discovered that the regular workers' pay was increasing 5 times that of the CEOs and management in general. And once McKinsey, I think it's McKinsey, pretty sure it was McKinsey, turned around and did that study and everything, and then reported back to the people that they was reporting to business wise, and told them that. Well, guess what happened to the businesses? They turned around and increased the CEO's salary 5 times, 20 times, and it's steadily have gone that way. It's steadily gone that way, where now the CEOs and managements is rising 20 times more than what a regular worker's pay is being. If it would have been staying the same way, and here's the thing: if they kept raising the workers' pay 5 times more, and then when it got closer to the CEOs, raised the CEOs where it was 5 times more than what, and kept that the distance. Not, I don't know how I'm explaining it. Maybe I'm not explaining it properly, but if they would have kept all right, say regular workers making $40,000, $50,000, $30,000, right? Management comes. All right, let me put it this way: you have a worker making $50,000. A manager of that worker should be making at least $10,000 or $15,000, maybe even $20,000 more, because you have that much more responsibility, supposedly, right? So if you're a supervisor or manager over these people, you should be making at least $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 more than what they are making. And if you are that supervisor or manager, your manager should be making at least 10 to 15 or 20,000 more than you. So that gives you a goal, gives the worker a goal to become a supervisor or manager, gives the manager or supervisor a goal to become upper management. And then upper management should be, next step. CEOs should not be making, I don't care who they are. I don't freaking care who you are. You are not worth that kind of money. $25 million, $30 million. You are not worth that money. You ain't done a damn thing worth that money. Now, if you can prove that you increased the sales or you increased the revenue without cutting the workers' pay and without eliminating stockholders' dividends and stuff, okay, I may be apt to give you a huge bonus if you can increase everybody across the board's pay, the workers, the stockholders, and you haven't touched them, but you increase the revenue, you increase the sales, you increase all those things that bring that money in, then I would give you a bigger portion. But as far as cutting workers' pay, cutting their benefits, cutting all that, and then not on top of that, you're not taking care of the stockholders. Well, guess what? I don't think you deserve a damn thing. Especially if you ran the company into the ground and went bankrupt and so forth. I don't think you deserve a damn thing. Anyway, I don't care if you hate Trump. I don't particularly care for him, but I don't wish anybody dead. I think Biden's a piece of shit. I truly do. I think he's a hypocrite, a plagiarist, a liar, a cheat, just like Clinton was, and his wife too, just like Obama. I think Obama was a piece of shit to begin with. because Obama didn't do a damn thing for anybody. He promised change and never brought change forth. Only change he brought was a negative change. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of black people thought voting Obama in was going to help them. But a lot of the people I knew that were black, they turned around and said, I wish they never voted for him because he didn't do a damn thing for them. And my dad, whenever they asked, well, what Obama, would you vote for Obama? Going on about the one guy, there was a black guy going on about it with my dad, and my dad turned around and said, look, that man, he's got to do the same thing for me as he does for you. Which means it's supposed to be equal across the board now. I mean, what is the... If you were talking about way back when there was segregation and all that stuff, then I would say, okay, you're right. But like my dad was saying, today is the day and age where, you're supposed to be taking care of Americans. You're not supposed to... The color, the sex, all that kind of stuff isn't supposed to be matter. You're supposed to be taking care of Americans. Let's face it, the government hasn't been taking care of Americans. They've been taking care of themselves. These individuals in government have been taking care of themselves. They haven't been taking care of anything concerning taking care of Americans. Protecting the borders. That I know Trump harps on that, but guess what? It's true. Protecting the borders. You ask anybody who has immigrated here legally, and they will tell you right off the bat, I want the borders protected. Because you don't know who's coming in. It's just a bunch of crap. I don't understand it. Like I said, I don't particularly care for Biden. I think he's a hypocrite, a liar, a cheat, a thief. On top of that, he's brain dead now. And my wife always tells me, oh, be nice, he's an older gentleman, and one day you're going to be old and everything like that. And I get it, but let's face it, he's a piece of shit. He stood up there in a parade with the grand whatever master of the Ku Klux Klan, good friends with him, turned around and rode in a parade with him and everything like that. Yet, I'm supposed to believe you're not racist. Yeah, right. You rode in a freaking parade with him. And if you're not racist, that makes me think about your judgment. Because you should have been thinking to yourself, if I ride in a parade with this guy and I'm sitting there waving and smiling and I'm friends with him, okay, what does that mean? What is that image going to portray? What is it going to evoke to people? Yet then everybody tells you it's fake news and that, that didn't happen. That's a lie and all that stuff. But it's true. They have pictures of it. It was true pictures, documented. He's got caught plagiarizing other people's speeches and stuff in college and everything. So why should I believe him if he's lying about a stupid college paper? He's lying about everything else. Government in general never really reflects the people. It's the rich people that control the government, and the government, the businesses and so forth, controlling the government. I mean, it's everywhere. I personally think this whole assassination thing was a way to distract everybody's attention from the fact that Biden was being asked to step down from his office and to drop out of the running. And as far as that guy that killed him, whatever his freaking name was, I'm not going to announce it anyway because I'm not going to support making him famous. Because that's what he was longing for, fame. Because he knew he was going to end up dead. You asked everybody. Everybody looked at him and said, "Yeah, he's lost. The lights are on, but nobody's home." And the thing about it is, everybody that was interviewed about him and everything, oh, he was into government and he was into this and everything. He was really smart and all that stuff. Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at him and he looked like in the pictures they've shown, he looks like the dumbest piece of shit. You know, I mean, it's like you look at certain people and you know they're pedophiles. You know, you just like get this eerie feeling that, you know, I don't want to be around him. That's the guy. You know, something's not right with them, and you don't want to be around them. That's when I look at that picture. That's the vibe I get. So there you go. All right. I'm going to do at least one more here. At least one more. This run longer than what I wanted. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing. I am Jammer, and we are the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. We appreciate each and every one of you watching and sharing and commenting and everything. You are the reason we are, not truly. If I'm to be honest, let's face it, it's the beer. It's the beer, the reason why I'm out here. I like to beer, and I'm a little full of myself because I want to be out here and make a video. Let's be honest. That's the reason. I'm a little full of myself, and I just want to drink a beer. And I'm not hanging out with friends right now, so here I am. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Enjoy. Stay safe out there, everybody. Stay safe.
That's it from Shagdog and Jammer. Another frothy tale in the books. Remember, in the world of brews, it's not just taste, it's an experience. Keep exploring, keep sipping. Until next time on the Spit or Swallow